to read. So this guy, Kahn, the dean, in paying for his research, so he spent his time researching what's so special about women orgasms, looking in her eye. You know, in porn thing, they have the cum shot, they are missing the porn. Faked, it's often faked. What happened that crucial moment, which we call in French the petite mort, the little death? What is this special knowledge contained in this ultimate orgasm that all men are fascinated? They want to know what's going on, what's behind this look, this gaze, okay? So he spent his research time investigating women orgasms, and I suppose they had to have sex, I don't know, it was the dean. Anyway, so here. My first case starts in the frigid, in winter and searingly hot in summer plains of North Dakota. Nobody has lived in North Dakota, I did. I remember the psychology degree daughter of a well-mannered small-town Lutheran architect who would conduct me during the act, eyes tightly shut. As if concentrating, she would guide me as if a trucker's helper gesturing a 10-wheeler into the narrow confines of a delivery dock. Hold on, to the right, no, more to the left, there, no, inch to the right, now stop, don't move, no! She was certainly a G-spot guide, a spelunking tour guide, but she was unable to provide me with any clues as to her insight, her truth, the truth of her experience, outside of the violence of her transport, whose access roads she had analytically internalized. Her G-spot was on an internal GPS. I also could not forget, so it's a series of things I was given to read. And I also could not forget the midlife woman with a doctorate in education who had passed menopause the way one presses the pause button on a DVD player, and had found a new truth in the sudden rivalry of sexual practices. She liked to undress her tall, strong, and curvaceous body and give herself up and away with the most intense, daring, and natural manner. But her orgasms were scary. She had what is clinically called rage orgasm. By the way, her body would become tense and would arch while her head tossed around violently. At the same time, her teeth would gnash and she would make vocal noises that strangely sounded like the passing cars in the Paris metro, replete with their electric buzz and metallic din. But her rage had no special truth for me, poor little researcher.
Yes.
Another, a certain Priscilla Precious, who received a PhD in French from a Pacific Rim institution, was a rather nasty human being, although very alluring. She compensated for unhappiness with a type of petit bourgeois pseudo-feminism, often encountered in academia. Upon coming, and while clamping her long black silk-clad legs around her rider's waist, she would utter a series of hoots with her nice soprano voice, with which she entertained every Sunday during High Mass. Being an avowed and committed Irish Catholic, she only liked it in a missionary position. Her approach to knowledge and life was extremely timorous, hidden, repressed, and she hated being left alone in the middle, in neutral ground and territory. I was, of course, using the Dean of Research money. I had succeeded in conning him into believing that I was doing research into male predatory sexist behavior and patriarchal patterns in the sex exploitative penetrative forays of the female body by the male perpetrator. I therefore had plenty of opportunities to spend time with prostitutes, these great knowers of male sexual behavior and also female orgasms, although the majority of them fake orgasms, for obvious reasons. It had cost me a lot of green as well as a few sexually transmitted diseases. In spite of the numerous boxes of condoms that I had listed in my budget report, sheet as supplies. As we know, scientists, even social scientists, tend to be forgetful. Our concentration and obsessive nature gives us a big head, what common mortals call an egghead. Is it why in high school we are called nerds, but I never learned anything special or hate shaking? I found, of course, a lot of simulation fakery, and what knowledge these hard-working women, prostitutes, for whom I developed over the years a lot of respect, hid behind their monetary promiscuity, I was never able to discover. Thank you.